Good morning friends, Standard 11 Commerce, subject OCM and chapter number 3, that is Business Service 2. Last time we discussed about in this chapter, that is banking system. This is chapters about banking. Okay, so last time we discussed about bank, meaning of bank, functions of bank. Two type of functions is there. Number one, that is primary function. Number two, that is subsidiary functions. Okay, that we learned in last video. Today we are going to learn about the next topic of this particular chapter and two topics that I have covered in this particular video. Number one, types of bank account that we already get some idea in last video, and second point, that is service provided by bank. Again, some of the points are again included in the functions of bank. Okay, so here because services is again functions of bank. So here first of all we learn about business and business related services. In which services, one service is there, that name is bank. So what do you mean by bank? So bank, the institute provided by the banking system. Okay, institute is provided by banking system is called bank. So here various types of bank account is there, that people they are put their money into particular account. Four types is there, we already learned in above video, but here we will discuss in briefly. Okay, so here types of bank account. So before the open of any account in bank, first of all, if you want to open an account in a bank, first of all you have to give your KYC at the rule of RBI, rules and regulations of RBI. You have to provide KYC. What do you mean by KYC? Know your customer. It means that your basic detail that you have to give to that particular bank, and with the help of that particular detail they have opened the account. As for example, your name, birth date, age, then address, email address, mobile number, etc. These all things that you have to give, and you have to fill up one form that is called bank open account. Okay, form of bank open account. So here you have to give your KYC. So here various four types is there. Number one, that is either your account saving account. Number two, current account. Number three, recurring account, and number four, that is fixed deposit account. One by one we discuss all four points. Number one, saving account. See, as we discussed earlier, that in Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, and they are started 2014-15. What they are saying, that every people has its own account. So normally, whatever people that they are on from the market, they are doing two things. Number one, that they are doing expense in the market, and some of that particular income that they are saved as a saving, and that money that they are account that they are put in a saving account. So normal people can open the saving account. Either it is in single or joint account, or in the name of business. So here saving account that they are open, and they are put their savings in a particular account. Two benefits gets by the customer. Number one, safety. If you are putting your money in a particular bank, safe money is there. And number two, you receive some interest. Okay, normally the rate of interest is around 4% per annum. The means that if you are putting your money, you get 4% interest per year. But what is the limitations in saving account? If you are open the saving account, definitely some restrictions is there. It means that according to the rule of RBI, maximum 5 times that you are doing transaction with that particular account. So some restriction is there if you are opening a saving account. Okay, and again bank also provided a facility to withdraw money with the help of checkbook, with the help of ATM services, and nowadays with the help of mobile also you can withdraw or transfer the money from one bank account to another bank account. So this is the first account, that is saving account. Now second one, that is current account. Normally this account is opened with the help of or with the name of current account of business. Okay, normally businessman is there, those who have opened this account. What is the main benefit of this account? See, what is the limitation of saving account? That it's a limited transactions. It's the limitation of saving account. You can do the limited transaction with the bank. But here, for the remove of these limitations, current account is there. It means that if you are opening a current account, okay, you can do numbers of transactions per day, per week, or per month. No limitations is there because it's a current account. Normally, businessmen can open these types of account. So here, number 2, that is current account. And what is the limitations? That in current account, any businessman, those who are open that account, cannot receive any type of interest. In fact, sometimes they have to pay the service charge. Okay, so this is type number 2, that is service provided by bank, that is current account. In current account, definitely in the name of business that they are open, and numbers of transactions that you can do with the help of this account. And second limitations, that is no interest is received. You have to pay sometimes that you have to pay the charges. Okay, so this is the second type, that is current account. Next, number 3, that is recurring account. See, what do you mean by recurring account? So recurring account means it is one type of saving account, but in saving account there is no fixation of money or time duration, that every month you have to pay this much money. It is not compulsory. Whatever money that you have to pay and whatever credit money that you have to withdraw. But in recurring account, what do you mean by recurring account? At the fixed time, up to fixed time, and up to fixed level, fixed amount of money you have to pay. It means that, for example, I am opening a recurring account for 5 years. Okay, and every month I have to pay 2,000 rupees. It means that every month I have to pay 2,000 rupees in a recurring account. At the end of 5 years, I am received that money, whatever I have paid. Okay, whatever I have to pay, that I receive particular money with interest. And normally the rate of interest of recurring account is higher than saving account, because up to fixed time you have to spend your money. You have to put your money in the recurring account. And normally small businessmen, job people, aged people, that they have opened the recurring account. Okay, because the rate of interest is high. So this is third type. And next, number 4, that is fixed deposit. Again, this is for a fixed period of time, but one particular amount of money that you have to pay. For example, 1 lakh that you have to pay for 5 years. For example, 5-year fixed deposit is there. You have to pay money today. After 5 years, you get the money with the help of interest. What is the difference between recurring account and fixed deposit? In recurring account, every month small amount of money that you have to pay in your account, but in fixed deposit, at one time, instant or one time, you have to pay the money. Again, the rate of interest is higher than recurring as well as saving account in the fixed deposit, because at a particular time you are paying that particular money. So definitely rate of interest is higher. So this is the various types of account. 4 types is there: saving account, current account, recurring account, and number 4, that is fixed deposit. So this is the types of account. And normally 90 to 95% people, those who are invest their money into 2 things, either saving account, recurring, or fixed deposit. Then if they feel that up to this much level, up to this year, I have no use of particular money, they can do the FD, that is fixed deposit. because rate of interest is higher than saving account as well as recurring account. So this is the various types of bank account. This is the first point. Now we will discuss the next point, and next point is services provided by bank. See, as we know that bank is an institute which is provided by a banking services. So service, what is that? So as we discussed the functions, all the functions is the service, but here several services are there, those who are included in the services provided by bank. And now one by one we discuss all the 7 services. First of all, the list is there. Many points are included in the functions that we discussed in earlier video. So here first service, to issue draft. Number 2, banker's check. Number 3, real time gross settlement, it means that RTGS. Next, number 4, NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer. Number 4. Number 5, that is bank overdraft. Number 6, cash credit. And number 7, that is loan. So these 7 services are there, those who are provided by bank to the general people or businessmen. So one by one we discuss all the 7 points. So here, number 1, to issue a draft. As we discussed earlier, what is the draft? So when one bank is write a letter to another bank, that is called a draft. Okay, as we discussed earlier, for example, A and B is there. Okay, for example, A and B both are businessmen. A have account of Bank of India, B of account have account in HDFC. For example, A is purchasing goods of 50,000. A is purchasing, so definitely B is providing service to, and B is sending B to 50,000. Okay, so A person has to pay 50,000 rupees money to B. So what they are doing? A is called to Bank of Baroda, Bank of India, and order it to pay a draft of 50,000 rupees to HDFC for 50,000 for their sale for the B. Okay, so when one Bank of India is writing a letter on HDFC Bank, that is called a draft. Okay, so issue of draft is one of the service by the bank. So the tension of paying the money is removed from A. So here the first and important service by the bank, that is to pay a draft. Okay, or to issue draft. This is the first service. Next, number 2, bank check, pay order. Okay, when they are the people, those who are doing a business in the same city. Okay, in the same city. So at that time, A, for example, A and B both are in one city. So A is talking to B. A is talking to his bank to pay the money directly to the HDFC. Okay, so it's a called pay order. A is given order to their bank to pay money to the B's bank. Okay, but when they can pay, when bank A's bank account have enough money. For example, 50,000 is there. If they have balance 70,000 or more than 70,000 or 60,000, then they can possible to send the money. So this is the second service, that bankers check, pay order, when it is useful when they are doing the business in a same city. In a same city, if they are doing business, then it is possible to pay the money in a one bank to another bank. This is again provided service provided by bank of pay the money. So this is 2 services, issue of draft and banker's check. See, third number, that is real time gross settlement. In short, it's called RTGS. Okay, as we know, today is the time of modernization. With the help of technology, various types of facilities is there. With the help of internet, with the help of mobile banking. Okay, so these 2 particular things, number 1 that is RTGS and number 2 that is NEFT. this too is totally related to internet, totally related to mobile banking. It means that when one person has to pay the money to another bank or another person, okay, with the help of RTGS, they can send money from one account to another account. But IFSC code is compulsory to transfer money from one bank to another bank. Okay, it is provided by IDRBT. Full form is Institute for Development and Research on Banking Technology. It means that a banking is provided IFSC code of each and every branch. With the help of IFSC code, that you can know which type of bank is there and which branch that they have to pay. So IFSC code is necessary, it's compulsory when you are do the transaction with the help of RTGS or NEFT. So this is the point number 3 or service number 3, when it is used when you have to pay 2 lakhs or more. Okay, for example, if you are doing the transaction, business transaction, or if you have to send money from one place to another place, an amount of money is more than 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs or more than 2 lakhs, at that time RTGS is useful, RTGS is helpful. Okay, so when RTGS is useful, when you are transfer money from one bank account to another bank account with the help of IFSC code, but amount is 2 lakh or more than 2 lakhs. At that time, RTGS is useful. So 3 services there: to issue draft, banker's check, and number 3, that is real-time gross settlement. Next, number 4, same condition is there, but if the payment amount of payment money is less than 2 lakhs, at that time instead of RTGS, what they are using? NEFT. Okay, so what is the full form? National Electronic Fund Transfer. Okay, so all over India you can transfer money from one place to another place, from one bank account to another bank account with the help of NEFT if the amount of money is less than 2 lakhs. Okay, so if less than 2 lakhs is the amount of money, then you can pay with the help of NEFT. Okay, here all the rules and regulations set by RBI, so they are paid hourly. It means that centrally that they are doing that work hourly. It means that, for example, 10 to 11 am, how much transaction is there, and in one slot they are sending 10 transactions. Okay, it means that at one time that they are doing 10 transactions, and whatever people that they have to send money from one place to another place in 48 hours maximum. It means that in 2 days that they have received this particular amount. Normally big companies that they are paying salary with the help of NEFT. Okay, some companies are there, those who are paying their commissions to their employee. Okay, marketing officers that they are paying salary with the help of NEFT. Okay, so this is the important service which is provided by banking to the industrialists as well as general people to send money from one place to another place. If it is more than 2 lakhs, then you can use the RTGS. If it is less than 2 lakhs, then you can use NEFT. Okay, and here IFSC code is required, same as in RTGS. IFSC code is also compulsory or required for NEFT services. Okay, what is the IFSC code? So IFSC code is a 11 digit. IFSC code is a 11 digit alphabet as well as numerical. It's a combination of alphabet and numerical. For example, ABCD alphabet is also there and numerical 0 to 9 are also included. It is same as PAN card number, as we know. And again, PAN card number also we discussed, credit card also we discussed, that this is the points of this chapter. So here an IFSC code is requirement, is compulsory for the transfer fund from one place to another place, and IFSC code is a 11 digit number, numerical as well as alphabet number, is called IFSC code, which is provided by RBI, which is provided by RBI with the help of IRDAI, okay, Institute for Development and Research of Banking Technology. Okay, so this IFSC code is compulsory, and in case if 50,000 or less, if you want to transfer a cash from one place to another place, and if it is 50,000 or less, again you can transfer cash from one place to another place with the help of NEFT is useful. So this is two important service nowadays in modern time, NEFT as well as RTGS. Next one, that is next point. The next point is bank overdraft. See, sometimes what happened? A big businessman is there, those who are open a current account. So first of all, bank overdraft is provided by bank to the current account holder. As we know that current account is opened by the businessman. So sometimes what happened? If a current account balance is 8 lakh rupees and a businessman, those who are writing a check of rupees 9 lakh. Okay, if by mistake or omissions, by mistakes, that they are writing a check of 9 lakhs rupees to one party to another party, but at the time of clearing, the balance is 8 lakhs rupees. Okay, or 8 lakhs rupees is there, but he is writing check of 850. It means that whatever check amount is there 8,50,000, but current account balance is 8 lakhs. Two options is there: either bank has to bounce the check, so definitely reputation of these people is down in the market. Sometimes it happens that by mistake or they are writing a check, or they are it's not possible at the time to deposit cash in a current account. At that time, bank is provided very important and useful service to the current account holder. As we know, current account, it means that number of transactions that they are doing, so is a loyal customer. So at that time what happened? Bank is pass check of 8,50,000. It means that bank is paying 50,000 rupees to that particular people. And later on, bank is informed that particular people, those who account this current account, open this current account, that you have write the 8,50,000 check to these people for your business transaction, but your bank account, current account balance is only 8 lakhs. Okay, so we will provide 50,000 bank overdraft to you. Okay, it means that we are providing or we are paying 50,000 instead of you to that particular people. Now, on the particular date that they are giving, and at that particular date that they have to give a limit, and with the help of interest or with interest, that particular people have to pay money to the bank. For example, 50,000 plus whatever interest, whatever day and interest that they are calculating, and interest that they have to pay by the current account holder or by that particular businessman. Main benefit is that the reputation of that people is maintained in the market. Okay, so this is the important services provided by bank to the general people. Okay, so this is again important service, that is bank overdraft opened by current account. Whatever current account holder is there, that they are taking this type of service. They are giving limit and interest that they have to pay. Okay, and last, that is cash credit. So what do you mean by cash credit? On the basis of stock and due collection. Okay, so here for any businessman, on the basis of stock in the particular thing as well as due collection, it means the debtors, a person, those who have collect the money, okay, that is called our debtors, due collection. On the basis of stock and due collection, bank provided some amount of money to that particular businessman, that is called cash credit. Okay, so this is again an important service provided by bank, because if you are noted that this much stock that I have, but due collection, but due to some reasons, okay, that money is not received by us, and we have to continue our production. So bank provided some amount of money on the basis of stock and due collection, and they are providing money to you and you can continue your production work. So here again important service provided by cash credit. Okay, and last but not the least and very famous word that you know already, that is loan. Okay, so banking services is main two functions that we learned earlier. Number one function, that is collection of fund, and second one, that is lending of fund. So here second one is lending of fund in the terms of loan. People that they are taking loan from the various purpose, for example, purchase a bike, purchase of home, okay, education loan, agriculture loan, business loan, personal loan. Okay, so here various types of loan provided by bank to the general public. Okay, as we know that on the basis of or on the purpose of loan, the rate of interest is different. Education loan, agriculture loan, rate of interest is lower. House loan, car loan, it higher than agriculture and education loan. And if you are taking personal loan, it's the highest rate of interest. Okay, so bank is provided loan to complete the work. Okay, to complete the work. Instead of you, the bank are paying money to that particular person, and by installation part, okay, by the help of installation every month, that you have to pay some part of money to the bank and complete your loan. Okay, so this is the most important things. That is two types. That is number one, that you whether they invest the money in four particular things: saving account, current account, recurring account, and time deposit or fixed deposit. That is the various types of account. And second point that we learn, services provided by bank. 7 services is there. Number one, to issue draft. Number two, banker's check or pay order. Number 3, RTGS, that is real time gross settlement, and NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer, with the help of IFSC code, 11-digit number, alphabetical as well as numerical. Number 5, bank overdraft, which is mostly provided by current account holders, businessmen. Number 6, cash credit on the basis of stock and new collection, that they are provide the money. And last but not the least, that is loan. On the basis of various purpose, to complete the various purpose, bank is provided loan to the particular person. So this is the two topics that we have covered here. Next topic, that is e-banking or mobile banking, that we discuss in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.